John Feldman. Yes. I'm so sorry, John. You were actually in there in between Greg and Michael. Your applause is deafening people. All right, so really quickly, just to get us started, anyone who wants to go first, kind of what brought you to this project and brought you on board?
You know, the thing that I think started this was just that sense of, hi everybody, by the way, thanks for just the sense that no matter what your family looks like, we all in our own way feel a little damaged or a little broken, or some of us, maybe I'm saying too much, but and the sense that, you know, how do you fill in those deficiencies? And it came out of the wish fulfillment that, gee, one great way would be to have these kind of superpowers. And I kind of brought that to Greg, and the show started to develop from there.
I wanted to do the show because I get a lair with Wi-Fi. Actually, it's these two gentlemen and their writing skills. Forgive my voice is shot. I was in an alley being run over multiple times last night. So I
And not for the show. No spoilers.
Right. It was just a unique opportunity to do something that was a family drama that's sort of wrapped in the world of the superhero genre, and that's exciting to me. That's really a lot of fun.
When John first mentioned the idea to me, I had done some work over the last couple of years on the Green Lantern script, and so I had been in that world, and then I had done some family shows. And I just love the notion of melding those two worlds on TV. When I was growing up, there were a lot of action, high-concept shows the whole family could watch. And it felt like more and more there's just not as many. And this was one that was just a real exciting notion of a show where you can have really two great actors and really powerful scenes that you guys have, you know, in the bedroom and elsewhere, and then still do a guy falling off the wall.
He is powerful in the bedroom.
Lots of scenes in the bedroom.
Super strong.
For me, I think, and for all of us, it's the fusion of those things, and that's what makes it exciting. That you go from one scene to the next, and you don't know what you're gonna get.
Absolutely. Another quick question before we open it up to the audience. Obviously, Greg and John, we've sort of seen at the end of this episode, it's setting up quite a bit for the future of the series. Any spoilers you can give to the people who've come out today? But not spoilers per se, teasers.
That's a good question. If only I'd been prepared to answer this question. Well, there will be some twists that aren't in the pilot, so you'll have to tune in to watch, but there's going to be a new scene at the end that I think will kind of tee up some of the mythology about who may be behind these powers and what their intent is, which isn't a good thing. And so I think we're going to really kind of leave you with a sense of that there's a bigger villain for all this.
Excellent. So this panel will be moving forward at warp speed, so if you guys want to line up to ask questions. We already have folks. All right, let's tee it off, ma'am.
Well, first off, I would like to find out what is the actual definition of the sense power, and then when it came time to select which powers you gave to each of them, why did you pick the powers you did, and whom did you give them to?
Right, a sense power and why each person got the powers they did.
JJ, for lack of a better term, is a super genius, and so we're going to see his intelligence develop and be applied in various ways over the course of the series. And the notion of the powers was sort of in the inverse of their deficiencies. So if Jim didn't feel powerful in his own life, he suddenly had this strength. And Stephanie couldn't be in all places at all times, had speed. And Daphne was self-involved and suddenly was burdened with the ultimate thing of hearing everyone's thoughts. And JJ, who we thought had a learning disability, develops this sort of super intellect. So that's very cool.
Hi there. 3 comments. 1, oh my God, Kitty Pryde. Long-time fan of hers, since I was a kid. Second one, I hope the Powells have like a karaoke night because I've heard Michael Chiklis sing and oh my God, is he fantastic. I know that was the alleyway used in Heroes, the first episode of Heroes, and I'm like, it's nice to see locations that are the same. So thank you guys. Thank you for filming in LA too.
Yeah, shooting in LA.
Awesome, and I can't wait to see the show. So thanks, guys.
These are great questions, but.
Actually, I've shot in that same urine soaked alley and on the Shield as well. Very at home there.
The lady from the Steelers Nation.
Yes.
Go, Julie from Pittsburgh!
Come on.
People, come on now, it's Comic-Con. Is it true you went to Franklin Regional?
That is true.
Do you know the Dupils at all?
Is that your question?
Okay, so I read Josh Stewart was added to the cast as a watcher. I was wondering if you'd give any information about what the watcher entails.
Yeah, he'll take a keen interest in the family and their abilities, and he has an ability himself. And he'll pose a bit of a threat to the family and to the show.
And he watches.
Not in the Buffy sense.
This question is for Rita Morgan and Nick Mackey. You guys both came from shows that were much darker in tone. Were you specifically looking for shows much more lighter this time around?
Well, I don't know. I don't know that I was specifically looking for a show that was lighter in tone. But coming off a show like The Shield was very, what was I going to do? Play a cop? And I mean, it would be very difficult to go and find a role like that in that kind of a show again. So I was looking for something different and something fresh and something exciting, and that's what these guys did. They were a really, really fresh, exciting new show, and I wanted to be a part of it.
I think for me, I was really looking for the strongest female character I could find, and pretty much the exact opposite of Rita. And Stephanie really is the exact opposite of Rita. And it was just for me, just luck really, that I got it. I'm still here looking.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We have time for a couple more. We're running close, but go for it.
I'm a father, raising kids just like you. It was a great point. Will there be any costumes in this thing? Will you be a hiker?
Listen, you do not want to see me in Lycra. I'm still thrilled that I don't have to have 60 pounds of orange latex.
You made me here in front of my kids. Thanks very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Hi. Julie, love you guys. Michael, you're awesome. Love Fantastic Four. Buffy was awesome. I just wanted to ask, Julie and Michael both, you guys coming from totally, other movies and things doing, sci-fi background, you with Fantastic Four and Julie with Buffy. How was it taking a turn on the totally good side of things for a change? I know, Michael, you were a total good guy, but this time you get to be strong all over again. What is it like doing that all over again and you changing from Darla to a mom?
I mean, everybody hated Darla.
I love Darla.
I mean, no, but you would see me out and about and yell at me. It's nice to actually be liked. I'm needy.
Well, like I said, I can be super strong, sans, the hot suit. And that's, look, we also get to create a whole new fiction, and that's exciting. Kind of not knowing, I've been tweeting a lot at Michael Chiklis.
Follow me at Julie Benz.
Yes, and it's so fun to be at work the other day and go, jumping off a bridge today. You? Because that's an amazing way to wake up in the morning and just go, wow, I'm getting run over today. This is fantastic. You don't know what's going to happen. It's really, really exciting.
Thank you. Good luck, guys.
All right. apologies, we have time for one more question. No pressure for you, ma'am. No pressure.
That's great, that's great.
Make it
By the
good.
way, Michael C. Hall decided you're now Julie Benz and Michael C. Kiglis. I don't know if you've heard this. Anyway, I just thought you should know that. But, that's a
He
question.
called you Michael
Yes.
C. Nicholas the other day. Michael
I don't
Hall.
know.
Headless.
You're both pretty cool, so we'll go with it. That is a good question. So, my question is actually, like, but for the actors and the creators and everybody, what are your, like, nerdy, I guess, influences? Like, who are you bringing to your performances, like, comic book-wise or books or any of that?
I don't know if you guys know Alex Ross, but his he draws Jim's sketches. He drew Jim's sketches actually in this thing. So it's those kind of. I think there'll be lots of great shout-outs and cool things like that. Easter eggs for people that really get it, you know. And then hopefully it functions on a whole other level for other individuals as well.
I've always been a huge Marvel fan. That's no secret. So, I'm a bit of a geek myself, so I'll bring little touches of influence throughout that you'll get. You'll see.
I mean, Stephanie kind of reminds me of Bionic Woman in many ways. So.
Minus the sound effects.
I do a whoosh. I go whoosh. Never have a and I mean, obviously, it's not in the final cut. But I think they're looking for better whooshes. But yeah, I do my own little whoosh.
Hold on, I don't get a whoosh. I got a thud.
You get, oh.